You know it. Just Incredible's Liftoff Show. Kehlani is here.
Hey.
Kehlani is here. Let's go.
Family.
Family's in the building. Kehlani, I want to start the interview off with a vibe. Come on, Kay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, when you first heard this beat, right? When you heard it in the studio, what was going through your mind?
You know, the strings weren't on it yet. I just heard this.
Ooh.
Like this drop came in and the guitar wasn't on it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the order was the beat was a little bare. I walked into the room, the producers were in this room. Me and my folks I was writing with is in this room.
Yeah.
And I hear this beat and I'm like, what is that?
Ooh.
It was the first beat that
they
Dre
played.
played me. Yeah. And I brought it over and then Don Mills came and sat in the room and he just starts playing that little guitar riff. And I'm like, exactly. And I just kept singing Come Pick Up Your Clothes. Like I just kept singing the one part of the song. And everybody was like, okay, that's kind of sticky. And so we just kept building on it. But I had no idea that it was about to be whatever
what
you
it
want to call
turned
this
into
right now.
hey, the best song out right now. Seriously,
Thank
this is a
you.
phenomenal record.
Thank you.
And then you could just hear the passion.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I just want to vibe for a second.
All I can think about is that since I seen you last, I know I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you.
Talk to me about that line right there, that
Yeah.
realization, where you're like, damn, if I'm interpreting this right, did I really have to like fully jump
Yeah,
out,
and
or should I have just like asked for space?
I think it's this funny interpretation that I keep seeing this like thing going around online where people are like, oh, Kehlani better than me. Why are we singing songs about telling people to come get their clothes? I would have had them bagged up and I would have threw them in the trash. And I'm like, you're not really deeply listening to what I'm saying.
Talk about it, yeah.
Like what I'm saying is that I might have overreacted and there's this nuance feeling when like something could be over, but you don't know if it should be over. And like it's a more mature feeling, I think, to realize you might need to revisit to figure out what that really looks like and what was it really and how do we get to the bottom of it and am I really done?
And how did we get here?
Yeah, am I really done? Did I maybe not have to just get up and go that quickly? And I think it's just a more nuanced, more mature emotion than I think people are hearing it as. People are hearing it as like, A plus B equals C. You messed up. You made me mad. I left. And now toxically, I want you to come back. No, it's really saying like, you might have not messed up that bad, or you might have, or I may have overreacted, or I might have. There's just this like thing that's happening.
These are the things though that go through your mind.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's a break, ending any type of relationship or situation.
And that whole feeling is its own conclusion emotion. So I think that we don't talk enough about what that in between kind of is. That's very realistic for all of us.
So realistic.
Yeah.
That tennis match you're playing with
exactly.
your own
and
mind.
I don't find it to be toxic. I find it to be probably one of the more healthy things you can do so that you don't just get up and cut something off and leave and then you have regrets for 5 years. You're still trying to figure that out for 5 years, or you stay in something that's really, really awful and you never speak your piece, you never stand up for yourself, you never figure it out. That's the two opposite sides of the spectrum. And there's this middle thing of like, hey, we're two humans who are like complex.
Trying to figure
something out in the middle, and that's to me what Folded is about.
Amen. And you know, it's also beauty in the accountability in the line. You know what I mean? In this song. Like, I just want to play some more of it because these vocals are some of the strongest vocals I've heard in years.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
We listening to Folded with Kehlani. I love this part. Come on. Goosebumps, hey. Goosebumps, girl. Woo, this is Grammy nominated, by the way.
Hey.
Congrats on that, love.
Thank you.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
I just want to...
No matter what you do to switch the story up, I know I made my mark. And I was still apart. I don't need no more empty promises. Promise me that
Talk to
you
me about
got
that
it.
part. Almost that moment where you're like, God, I felt like you've wronged me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the pain.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you would just maybe say sorry or give me a little bit of something, I would still take you.
I also really wanted to emphasize this feeling like a conversation. So in the beginning, it's like you don't come in the conversation swinging and blacking. So that's why in the beginning, it's very like, hey, look, it'd be silly for me to think and to say to you that I haven't been thinking about you and that it's just completely over, because that's not the case. So come see me. And then, you know, when you start talking enough and you start remembering stuff.
Facts, talk about it, yes.
And then they start responding and you start being like, and you know what, while I'm right here, let me get this up. So to me, that's why the second verse like had to grow and escalate a little emotionally, because I had to say, while we're here and while I'm getting this off, I'm getting a little worked up, and I need to let you know that you did have me messed up a little bit. But like, I would still choose you ultimately, like, because in the song, I'm not even saying that they ever did anything malicious or wrong me. I'm saying they weren't loving me how they were loving me in the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah.
I'm saying things have changed. I'm saying we're growing apart, or things have been different. I never once said, "Oh, you cheated on me, and then I want you to come back and get your clothes."
Right.
People are. I've been really enjoying actually watching the interpretations, because people are just like taking it on one, and I'm like, there's a much more tender. Like, this is such a sore, like, to me, Folded hits this, like, it's like this sore spot of, like, this is a tender conversation.
Seriously.
That's like, I need to get these very real things off.
Yeah.
And I need to make sure that I'm telling you, if I'm in a relationship, it has to be that, because it's feeding me and it's growing me and it's giving me not, you know, surface level things, but it's putting seeds in my garden to, you know, to grow me and to make me a better person. And it's a mature conversation about what a relationship at 30 needs to feel like. That it's a song I could have never wrote when I was,
in the early
22.
20s? Nah.
Yeah, I would have been like, F you, burning your clothes, covering them in bleach.
I'm out, block,
or you know what, you could do whatever you want. We might be growing apart, but let's fake it till we make it, girl. You know what I mean? So I think
we are definitely in an era where there's like no time to waste. That's why the communication is so important.
Yeah, and I think it's the only way that we can get the love that we really are pretending like we really want. Like, it's not gonna come easy. You're not gonna get with anybody and it be, you know, flowers and roses and perfect and rainbows and sunshine all the time. Seriously. That's just not the case. I saw this really beautiful video yesterday of this old couple dancing on a balcony, and the person that filmed it said, looking at this couple and wondering how many times they've had to choose forgiveness with each other to make it to this point.
Seriously.
And it's been living with me, because I'm like, that's really the truth. Like, you meet these, you know, people who have lasted, you know, 20, 30 years, and they're like, it has been ugly, it has been terrible, it has been boring, it has been mundane, it's been awful. Like,
all of those emotions. And it's so crazy because we go through life like so ready to like cut something off the minute something doesn't.
And I've been there.
Yeah,
I even did an interview with Genius maybe less than 6 months ago, where I'm like, you know, I've been a serial leaver, and if it's not working, I will leave. But I think there's a fine line between it's not working and I will leave because I can foresee that we're just not compatible. And I think in the past I've been a big leaver because I've really recognized incompatibility. I've had enough foresight to be like, where we're at right now, we're not in two places separately where we can meet in the middle and grow something like this at the moment. Yeah. But I think there's a big difference when you meet someone who both of you are so committed to yourselves that the overflow of your cups meet in the middle. Yeah. And then it's like, I'm willing to grow and work on and stay through whatever this is, because there's compatibility between us and between life.
Yeah.
And I think that is you can't deem, I can't even deem myself a serial leaver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I just have been in the past because I recognize certain things.
You recognize fast. You read the room quickly, and you're saying like, you know, I could see where this is or isn't going.
Right.
And my time means so much to me. And I'm watering these seeds.
Exactly.
And if we're not building this together, I guess it comes down to, at that point, like how you decide to leave, right?
Yeah.
Like in some of my younger days, it was a little toxic. It's like,
I just got up out of there.
Cut off.
Ooh, rude. It's rude, and it's a little avoidant. And I have been, you know, I've worked through the very young years. I think everybody's a little avoidant when they're young.
For
It's just
sure.
having tough conversations, having hard conversations, getting through icky moments when you feel like you're right.
When you just feel like
Well, you're like, oh, it didn't matter because I was right and on principle. You know what I mean? But like, it's way deeper than that. There's so many more levels to
so
that.
true. So
yeah,
true.
pride. It's a big pride
Talk
issue.
about that word pride.
Ah!
Because, that's the thing that's like hard to, everything we just talked about, that couple that was on that porch. Imagine
Yeah.
how many times they had to drop their pride.
And I think it's a false sense of healing that we have, and also that kind of tends to really exist in music right now.
Tends to not exist? Or
No, that exists. There's so much pride. I feel like when I'm hearing what's expressed in the music, people want these extremes of like, it's either F you, having a partner is embarrassing, love is embarrassing, I'll never share my partner, this is weird, or it's like, I'm just with the toxic and we just here and we turning up and da-da-da. I want to take a moment to say that's why I really like Olivia Dean.
Talk about it. With the honesty you're saying. And
She's
like how,
just like, it's refreshingly not prideful.
Yeah.
Like, it's so refreshingly like, and I loved and I lost, or I just loved and I loved this way and I lost this way, and like there was no ego with it. It's just my raw emotions. I love songwriting like that.
Strong.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah,
it's powerful.
super.
Shout out to her, man. Man, congrats on these Grammy nominations.
Thank
How are
you.
you feeling? Waking up,
good.
a couple weeks ago and seeing the great news for you and the team is so exciting.
Yeah, I think it's a marker, I think, of what kind of shifted. It's just a big shift for everybody around me right now, but mostly myself, because I have a lot of people who's like every year they wake up and they've got some points on the board.
Right.
But this was my year, I feel like, to really put points on the board.
Yeah, for sure.
And in all kind of ways, spiritually, mentally.
I see it.
As a grown woman, you know what I mean? Motherhood,
Yeah.
putting a lot of those real points on the board. So it kind of just made sense that everything else, in my career is falling into place during this time, because I prioritized just growing up as a person. And I think God rewards the work.
Oh,
in that
100%
way.
God rewards the work.
Yeah.
Do you give yourself that grace? Do you give yourself that credit? Like, you could put points on the board. Like, for me, I go back and forth in my mind. It's career driven a lot.
Yeah.
But you have so much going on in your life. Do you give yourself that credit? Like, hey, I had a W over here.
Yeah.
W over here.
Yeah.
This is kind of like paused for the day.
Yeah.
Because I just picture you juggling so much things. Is how
I'm
fast.
definitely a juggler.
Yeah, right?
But my points on the board look real different because I've dealt with a lot. And so sometimes my points on the board is like, I remember to take my medicine every day this week.
Amen. Yeah, right.
Like, I had 3 meals a day every day this week. Sometimes it's that I got over 5 hours of sleep.
Proper rest.
Me and my daughter got to play 2 games before we went to bed instead of a book and sleep. Like, it's things like that. So when the extra, career-wise points on the board comes, that's really like it's a real communal win for us. I feel like it's more of like, I'm celebrating with my manager and my producer and the people I made the song with and everybody around who's like, this is kind of like a big move for all of us.
Yeah.
It's more of like a celebratory thing. And then I get my little private notch for myself. That's like, yeah, we did that.
We did that.
For my kid's self. But
No doubt.
the career stuff definitely feels like a group win.
It's definitely a team effort,
Yeah.
And that's what I love, like you said, like, it's all divine timing, and aligning with your 30s and where you're at mentally. But what I see is just years of grind.
Oh, for sure. 10,000 million hours.
Yeah. And we're over a decade in now of putting out albums and stuff like that. And you've had so many great songs. The catalog, like, I've seen your concerts before records like Folded, before After Hours and stuff like that. And it's like, damn, girl, like, it's just a testament to like staying in the game and trusting your heart. So I give you your flowers and a lot of credit to you and the whole team for that.
Oh, we appreciate it.
You know it. What does being Grammy nominated mean to you though, as an artist who, I've heard, and I want to get into some of your favorites of all time, but the GOATs, the greats, what does that mean to you knowing my music is Grammy nominated?
I had an even more interesting, I feel like moment this year, which was all the Folded remixes.
Yeah, talk about
when
that.
all of my favorites, I didn't orchestrate that. Like, the only people I actually asked when it became, and it only became a project and a pack of remixes because the internet was like, well, now we want to be able to listen to them now that they're, I just kept waking up and they was dropping things on, I wake up and they're like, okay, by the way, Brandy's dropping a Folded remix today. By the way, yeah, Toni Braxton called and she dropped in I'm like, huh?
Yo,
like,
hold on.
the only people I asked was JoJo and Tank. Well, not Tank, JoJo and Neo.
JoJo
Everybody
and Neo.
else completely natural.
On their own.
That's it. And I feel like things like that are more what, when I go, wow, this conversation about where I'm up there with greats or what I think about what my greats did is they had the little kid in them that when they were acknowledged by people that shaped their music.
Facts.
And when I'm acknowledged by people that shape my music, those things are very different because we can argue about, you know, how many things go into awards and how many different committees and who's a part of what and how those decisions are made and so. And those are also by musicians.
That's right.
I just don't know who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I don't get to have this personal connection with them to be like, oh my God, this specific person voted for my song to be a part of this.
Right.
But the committee itself is important and I'm grateful. But something was real crazy about these people specifically.
Exactly.
You know, like
yes.
if I mess around and find out, you know, if which you know Grammy committee legends were like, I think Folded deserves this. I'm a freak out on them personally.
Yeah. For sure, man. The pack she's talking about, you know, Mario, Neo, Tank, Toni Braxton, and JoJo, and Brandy.
Yeah,
of course.
We cannot forget my girl.
Come on, one of the greatest. When I
Yeah.
talk, and I want to ask you about some of your favorite vocalists, but when I ask other artists about all-time great vocalists,
Yeah,
Brandy's
Brandy.
name is always in
Brandy.
that conversation. Can you speak a little bit on that?
I mean, like, imagine Whitney Houston being like, I'm stamping this. Like, Whitney Houston stamped Brandy. Like, if you needed any other confirmation that that's a GOAT, that's the Mount Rushmore of vocals. Like, it's Whitney Houston saying that. There's so many artists. I actually don't know any artists who, especially in my generation, who stack their vocals and don't have some sort of reference point from Brandy. Also, I don't think Brandy was appropriately credited for this like futuristic R&B that she did. Like, to me, Full Moon shifted the trajectory of like R&B in this kind of like futuristic, not necessarily like pop, but ish futurist, like R&B futurism.
It's almost like what JT, what Justin Timberlake did with.
It was a switch. It was a turning point.
Yeah, for sure, I could see that.
Yeah, and then she's also been dropping albums since she was like 14. Like,
you talk about juggling for years and being a star and not being able to walk and like.
and
down
then
the
it's still
street.
dropping music.
Oh yeah.
Like, just dropped an album in the last 2 years. Like, it's we don't give her the proper thing. She's a mad scientist. So she's definitely probably my number one.
I love it. I love it. Who's two more for you while we're on the topic?
My goodness, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, Mariah, you got a
Which
chance
is
to-
another longevity-based comment, because we just don't speak enough about how someone whose quote-unquote peak was in the late 90s. Quote-unquote, like, we say, like, golden Mariah Carey era, and we're thinking, like, 98, 99.
Right.
But then comes back
Oh, went crazy.
in the
like,
2000s.
Yeah. Where we
And
belong together and
are
records
you
like Shake It Off
kidding?
and
With a flawless
Flawless.
top to bottom Emancipation of Mimi is a top to bottom perfect album. And then it's still dropping albums. Also just dropped an album that I'm also on.
Talk about it.
Yeah,
Talk about
I'm
it.
on that
Talk about
album.
it. You are on that album.
Yeah, and I think it just like it takes a very special thing to understand music. And when I speak about Brandy and Mariah, like, beyond vocals, like, these are mad scientists. Like, Mariah is a songwriter. Like, throws bars in there that you would never conceptualize. I think in his last album, she said something like, I ain't got time for the rigmarole. Who you heard say rigmarole?
Right.
Mariah Carey wrote the words, them chickens is ash and I'm lotion.
Ooh.
Like,
Talk about it. Yeah.
I think about it all the time. I'm like, if I want to say something crazy and whimsical, like, Mariah would have said it. Like, if I can justify that when Mariah would have said it, like, I can justify it.
That's
so,
right. That's right.
yeah, just legendary. And then who's my third? You know what? I'm going to say Beyonce.
Beyonce number. Ooh.
And you know what? I think it's such a, like, contrarian. People love being contrarians and playing with her and doing this thing like she's not in the conversation of, like, the greatest vocalist.
Come on, man.
That woman can sing like Arabic scales and Indian scales and like freaky, like, she's making vocal choices and always had. Like, she's one of those people you can't go back. I know for a fact when I turned in my 30s, already now, I'm listening to my stuff when I'm 19 and I'm like, oh my God, like, I wish I took more care of my voice. I wish I tapped in more about my vocal production. I wish it sounded like I cared this much from the beginning. Beyonce sound like from the first song she ever recorded.
She was rolling like.
She was locked in. Like, she was in there in the studio, like, and I'm going to recut this 82 times, and I'm going to make sure this is perfect, and I'm going to be in there performing so it sounds like I mean it. Like, it just sounds like from the beginning of time she's been very dead serious.
Locked in.
And it's only grown, and it seems like she wants to try everything there is to try, and I love that. Yes, give me a country album.
Right.
Yes, give me an R&B album. Give me a dance album. Give me the rock album. I don't care at this point.
It's inspiring.
Because I expect it to be fantastic.
You know it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know what type of level.
And at this point, we just like can't even have the contrarian conversations. Like, I'm not understanding the contrarian opinions of it's not that great. It's not. There is quite literally no possibility for it to be any better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's only great and greater. Like,
goodness.
No,
and she could do an acapella, no music, no effects, no mic, no nothing. It sounded the exact same.
Yeah, that's special. That's special. A round of applause for
Miss Beyonce. All of them.
Yeah, Mariah and Brandy and yourself, girl. You're right up there. You know what I mean? And you're paving your way to even more greatness. You're saying your daughter's your creative director for your new album?
Sure is. She's my creative director on every album. She will tell me if she don't like something.
Yeah, is that how?
But she like everything, so here we go.
She like, well, mommy, you know what I mean? That's great, though. That's great. What can you tell us about this new project you're working on?
I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite thing to tell is that I've been able to lock in with all these people that I deem as legends.
Right.
And watch them kind of undo themselves to what they've been programmed to do for the past
Like, what do you mean by
10 years?
You mean you're saying some of the people you're
like, I'm getting in with people who are a part of albums like Confessions, albums like The Emancipation of Mimi, you know, early Omarion and Mario, and, you know, even down to all the Music Soul Child stuff, and people who were, if I'm like, oh, I would love to make a song like this, and they're like, I actually worked on that album, or I actually was a part of that song, like things like that. And then when we first start the session, you know, they kind of get into this, whatever, you know, this current climate of R&B is, this like quieter, a little bit darker, a little more, it's like a little self-deprecating, a little like trappy. We kind of gravitated into that space. And then I get to go, no, this wasn't,
That's not
I called you because of what we just talked about.
Right.
I called you because I want to go back and do what I love.
That part, yeah.
What honestly a lot of my first album was. Like, I was thinking about this recently about people like, oh my God, bridges and key changes. And if I go listen to Sweet Sexy Savage, that's an album full of bridges and key changes.
Yeah.
It's an album full of a million stacks on the hook and then a trippy note, a sweet note in the pre. I was doing that.
Crazy.
And then for a while I got out of it and I was like, you know what, I'm just vibing and I'm making just whatever I want to make. And this album has felt like a lot of that process.
Got that recipe in it, huh?
To me,
Okay,
just
okay.
like I love R&B and I care about it. Like, I'm treating it with care.
And it feels good. Like what you've done, you know, just with Folded and Out the Window. I just feel like that's setting up is it safe to say that that's kind of setting up the sound for this?
Yeah, I think it sets up the sound in the way that it's showing you the ingredients that are involved. And when I think ingredients, I think great lyrics. I think
Emotion.
Emotion, care in the vocals, really produced out musicality involved.
Yeah.
And story.
Story's so
and that's
important.
not saying you're gonna get, you know, however many tracks of just like straight emotional ballad. There's some fun stuff on there too. We gotta have fun. It comes out in the spring. It's gonna be sunshine outside. I also want to feel good and walk down the street. I also want to like get ready to go out to it and have some bobs. So that always exists. But there was just a special like attention to detail, I feel like, on this, with making sure it all upholds a certain quality.
I love that. That elegance, you know, it's got to have that high level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
It feels expensive. I'm not.
it feels expensive?
It feels
Talk
expensive.
about it.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard it. Kehlani said that new album feels expensive. How about people you want to work with? I don't think you haven't talked features or anything like that, but is there anyone who you just like, damn, like, I really would like to get in the studio with this artist?
You know what's crazy? I'm getting everything I want on this album.
Dope.
Like,
Dope.
I haven't had one person I wanted to work with tell me no.
Love that. Love that.
If anything, it's been hard to catch my mother Brandy because she on this tour. But every day we're talking. Every day it's like, okay, when can I come in and cut these vocals and finish this and work on this and da da da.
Yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, like, I also don't want to have an overwhelming amount of features.
Yeah.
You know, I have a few. I have a few that like are people that I am obsessed with, especially as kind of like an old soul, like people that I'm like, oh, you're a classic, you're a classic, you're a classic.
Yeah.
I have a lot of like classics that I feel like perhaps my generation might be a little like, that's who you chose? But to me, I'm like, oh, I like music.
Yeah, we recreating that feeling.
I love music, and I don't think anybody over until, you know, it's over with.
that.
And they all still here and thriving and
Big
can
time.
sell out a show and can we sing their words in the club and love it. And
Big time.
Yeah,
Some of my
that's-
favorite releases this year, you know, on the hip hop side, but also seeing like Brandy and Monica hit the
On
stage
a
and Mario hit the
tour.
tour, but like
Clips dropped the album.
exactly
Hello.
Clips. Ghostface dropped an
Yeah,
album.
come on. I think something waking up.
Ooh.
The air smell a little different around here.
Yeah, facts.
Right?
Talk about it. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it one bit. This whole like there's no hip hop in the top 40.
What's your thoughts on that?
I just feel like it means there's a renaissance.
Yeah, clearing it out.
There's a renaissance.
Cleansing that to like come take it
And
back
I'm not
over.
saying that it means like all current people are about to be out of here, but I think something like this recalibrates creatives.
Perfect way of saying
And it
that.
like resets us and goes, oh, okay, there's a need now. And when there's a need, I can do what I love, because I think a lot of people, I think I might be able to speak for a lot of current artists when I say like, sometimes we want to make the thing that we love, and sometimes we have made the thing that we love, and because it isn't the current climate,
Exactly.
it just gets completely swept under the rug. I have made songs that I'm like, to me, this is up there with Folded. This could have been Folded. This could have been had what Folded had. This could have been what Out the Window was. It was there. It's, to me, in the same pocket. It's the same ingredients.
Interesting.
But was the world at the time ready to receive?
That's the question.
Was there a need for that?
Yeah.
And I think people are getting so fed up with a lack of quality
Yeah.
that there is a need for certain
100%.
things.
There's a need for that quality.
And I think Clips came out and was like, oh, y'all want to rap for real?
Yeah, what's up then?
Oh, y'all want to rap
We
for
here.
real? Like, put the mics on the table and rap.
Yeah, that
Forget
part.
everything else. Let's get out the club. Let's get out the trap. Let's
Yeah.
get off the block. And let's just, how about we just, maybe not get off the block.
Yeah, we
But let's just rap.
Nah,
like,
for
and
sure. Give
I
'em that
love
authenticity, that authenticity, yeah.
I need all my favorite rappers to come out and just be like, it's bar season.
You heard that? You
It's
heard
bar
that?
time.
It's bar season. Hey, you know when it's bar time, this is the show you come on too.
Yeah, all y'all come bring y'all bars here, not
Talk
me.
about
Y'all
it.
be
Talk
safe.
about it. This is my sister right here. All right, so we're talking about classics. Could you name me 3 classic R&B albums? Like, what are just 3
Yeah.
that mean the most to you? That just press play any day of the week.
Dang, you know what? I was just having this conversation in the studio a couple of days ago about how I, as only being born in 1995, don't know when R&B became R&B, because I deem certain things like soul, I deem certain things like more classic, old school, and then there was neo soul, and then there's R&B. So I might, like, what I would deem like songs in the key of life, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis
Wow, okay.
about, is that in like
R&B
to
album.
them that's like, yeah, that's R&B. And I'm like, is Stevie Wonder R&B, or is there like another
Interesting.
word?
Because there's just like genres inside of the genres.
Yeah,
and
but it also was
feelings.
just like, I don't know when on the timeline. Like, we know that neo soul was in the late 90s, early 2000s, because that's when we watched it be born.
Yeah.
I was only born in 95, so like I don't know
Got it.
when things became what, but I would say,
Oh, go ahead.
I would say songs in the key of life, Stevie Wonder.
Yep.
Do I know if people consider that R&B? Not sure.
Right. But to you, that's how you receive
Right.
it. I feel like that's an R&B album.
Right. Okay. See, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Obviously, Full Moon. And it's crazy because I wouldn't even know if it's my all-time favorite Brandy album, because I don't know if I really have one, because I have, like, if I could compile a mystical Brandy playlist. But its trajectory, it changing the trajectory of R&B. Absolutely.
For sure.
Like what it did. Absolutely. I got one more. I'm not gonna lie, Confessions.
That's what I was gonna say. Confessions,
it's gotta be Confessions for the simple fact that I felt like I was witnessing this whole movement.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even just a movement, it was a staple of, like, we're kind of watching something unfold. Like, we're watching something play out.
Seriously.
And then, like, he gracefully played it out. You know what I mean? It wasn't this, like, giant messy... It was like, if I gotta say something, I'm gonna put it in this music, and then I got y'all in the club dancing to my story.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know, semantics here and there. Is it the real story? Is it somebody else's
story? Well, you've heard a lot over the years,
right.
I mean, it was a collective huddle in the studio, and nonetheless, it was authentic.
Right. But you can't. I don't think you can talk about cohesive, and also not only cohesive, but like he was playing with sounds too. Like the fact that Confessions and Burn is on the same album as Bad Girl is on the same album as Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Yeah was the single, but then Yeah is the single for this R&B album. It's like
crazy. Yeah.
You know?
It's inspiring. Man.
One of the most legendary R&B albums.
Yeah, that's right there. That's right there for me too. All right, let's let Kehlani play DJ for a second. All right, we're in a throwback vibe right now, right? So obviously we've played Folded, Out the Window. Kehlani, at 3:30 every day, I play 3 throwbacks back to back, and I just know your music. If I pass you the aux chord,
pass me the aux.
You know, if you're talking Mariah, you're talking Usher, you're talking Brandy.
Am I picking from those 3?
It could be. I'm just giving you artists that I play. What are like 3 songs that you know if you and your girls are in the car? It's like, oh, hey, these are one of those ones.
Okay, if I'm with my girls in the car, that change it up.
Okay.
Not just like I'm cleaning the house. Are we going with my girls in the car? Because that gives me a perimeter.
Yeah, let's go there.
Ooh, is it nighttime?
Ooh.
Are we coming home from the club, or are we going out? We coming home? Is this emotional?
This is like traffic time, though. This is traffic time,
Ooh,
right?
so it's like sing along.
Yeah, sing along.
Okay.
Feel good.
Mariah, I'm going Mine Again.
Okay.
I'm going Mine Again.
Deep cut.
Yeah, I'm going Mine Again. Who was second? Usher?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Superstar. I'm going Superstar.
Okay.
And then Brandy, I'm going When You Touch Me. And that will be my answer till the day I die.
She's locked
That is the best Brandy song and also one of the best R&B songs of all time. I don't care. Now I'm argue with your mama, not me.
Come on, argue with your mama in the comments.
Right, argue with your homegirls in the car, not me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kehlani's here. We talked about the Folded remix pack, super fire. That's up right now on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And I was excited to see you get that out there like that because obviously I'm going back to Tank's Instagram.
Right, I was listening on Instagram too. I'm like, wait a minute, guys. We need to do this for real.
Let's talk about a couple of, the catalog, the songs you got in the catalog, like After Hours. Mm-hmm. That was, the tempo on the joint and the club feel to it. Like, talk to me about creating that song.
You know what? That song probably came last. I think that song was one of the last songs.
For that project?
On that project. And I was like, you know what? When I listen to this project, it's all over the place, and I just need a banger.
Right.
Like, I need a banger. The rest of it's a little like, it's like grungy, and I'm exploring. And I need a banger. And we was in San Diego. We had a house studio.
Nice.
And I had all my friends there. And I was like, I had to think, like, what is a song that when it comes on in the club, I immediately, like, I'm finna pull whatever I got up on or down a little bit and get to it. And it was Move Your Body, Nina Sky.
Shout out to Nina Sky.
Which that sample also exists. Ooh, and a lot of other songs that also when they drop in the club, it's going to have the same thing.
For sure.
And I went in there and was like, how can we reinvent Move Your Body?
Ooh.
And we just got to it. And what I remember, and this kind of happens how we test all the songs, is we end up going in that car ride after the studio. Mm-hmm. But in this case, it was we went out that night to celebrate kind of being done with that week of writing. And on the way, we was in this Sprinter, and everybody was a little tipsy. And After Hours comes on, and the whole car already, even if they weren't in that room working with me, knew the hook.
Oh, yeah, that's strong.
And everybody was just, why don't you stay? Just screaming it. And I was like, oh, this has one of those feelings, So that was a really fun one.
Great record.
Thank you.
How about, take it back to Blue Water Road? Up at Night, you and JB.
Yeah.
What a great collaboration. What was it like working with Justin at that time?
You know, Justin's so cool because Justin really likes music.
Fact,
and if he really liked the song, he'll just do it. Like, he's so quick to show love to other artists. Like, he's always posting other people's music or contacting them directly and being like, just so you know, I love what you do. I'm so happy for you. Like, keep going. Like, God bless you. And his voice and my voice, I think, just
so good.
They do a cool little mesh.
For sure.
I feel like there was a video of him singing Folded out the other day. Just like on his stream singing Folded, and I was like, you just sound so good. Like, we just sound so good together.
Yes. I want more. I'm putting that into the universe.
Oh, I told Justin Bieber we need to make a gospel album together.
Ooh, talk about it. We are here for that.
Yeah, I told him we need to make like a progressive gospel album.
What'd he say?
He was like, we would smack that.
Kill that.
So, you know, I put it out there. One day in the world, you never know. If God wants it, it'll happen.
Yeah, for sure. He in his swag era. Kehlani, you got your Folded era. I just hear those worlds colliding for a big moment
They're
soon.
touching a little bit.
I know that. I know that.
Just meow.
How about All Me? You and Keisha Cole, real Bay Area legends on this.
Yeah.
What was that song like? You know, because that's one I seen you perform in concert.
Yeah.
People singing every word.
You know, I'm really grateful for people like Keisha Cole that paved the way for me sonically, especially growing up in the Bay Area where it's so hip hop heavy and it's so rap heavy. And like when I think of artists that I had to look towards when I was like, you know, I'm not a hyphy rapper. And for a long time that was really discouraging because we are so hyper protective in the Bay of like our sound and where we're from that it's almost like if you don't make hyphy music, you must not be from here.
Yeah, right.
So when I'm thinking like, who do I have? Even Guapale is singing on a hyphy ass beat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what does that look like for me to want to make something that doesn't sound like where I'm from and risk the whole, I'm not repping. I'm not really from here.
Right.
You know, and it was Keisha Cole. It was Keisha Cole and it was In Vogue.
Yep.
But Keisha Cole really felt like she personified what it felt like to have that heart, that like an Oakland heart and an Oakland spirit. And that come out vocally even. Like we know the signature, hey, and the signature, you know, we know all that. And that comes from pure emotion. And I think that has everything to do with where she's from and,
love it.
You know, the kind of heart that we have. And it was just a special moment for me to be like, hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen. Yeah. What are you most thankful for this holiday season?
Man, I'm honestly just thankful that I'm in sound mind and I'm in good health. And that I have such a special connection with God right now and a special understanding of like how blessed I am to be where I'm at and how able I am to hold what has been given to me at the moment. So I think that's, you know, my daughter's thriving, my daughter's kicking butt in school.
Killing it.
And like those are my biggest, a
lot to be thankful for.
Yeah, my biggest gratitude points.
I heard that. How about Out the Window? We haven't really spoke about this song. Talk to me about penning this so much emotion on this record.
You know, I think really I wanted to make sure that not only did it come across like that lyrically, but sonically, I think that was the most important.
Yeah.
Like you could sing a song like that and don't sound like you mean nothing you saying. And I think in the past, a lot of times I was so focused on just writing that it was like I didn't really sound like I meant what I said. And working with Tale Riley, incredible. He's so cool. And it's actually Smokey Norfolk's son.
Really?
Yeah, Snow, shout out him. And then Chris and Tony, obviously Tony Dixon, who produced a lot of my favorite
songs.
Yeah,
albums.
like he was on a lot of the underdog. He was in the underdog stuff. So like I was like, you know, how do I accomplish my How Could You by Mario? And he's like, well, that's funny. That's my song.
I worked on that.
I'm like, well, great, because let's do it.
Yeah.
And I really just wanted to make sure that sonically I sounded like I meant it. Like I really, beyond the words, you can say all these, you know, impactful things, but sonically I was like, man, I need to beg and plead. I'm not gonna lie. Like I need to hoot and holler in that last hook. I need to yell coming out of the hook, and I need people to feel it. So to me, that was the most important part of creating
Such a dope song. Such a great song.
Thank you.
The feeling, the emotion. I just love how passionate you are about the music and
Thank you.
how you don't take a moment or a line or off.
Yeah, we're not wasting no seconds over here.
Facts. And this isn't the first time you've collaborated with Cardi B.
Yeah.
Obviously back in 2018 with the song Ring.
Yeah.
But now, you know, she drops her new album and you're on this Safe record, which, oh my God, this hook is so good.
Thank you.
Talk to me about collaborating with Cardi B.
You know what? It's like, she could call me for anything and I'll do it. She could call me and be like, girl, we about to drop a kid song remixing the ABCs. And I'd be like, anything for you, girl.
Let's
just
do
because I just love her as a person. Like, I think it's very rare that you get a glimpse of someone so genuine that they're just down to be exactly who they are 24/7. And even when it's like, she's like, y'all got me messed up and I don't want to do this no more. Like, she's willing to say that. And then the next week be like, I was tripping, y'all. I really do love this. And I was tripping. And
I'm outside and I'm here to, this is my shit.
Oftentimes, this shit is really hard to be, it's hard to deal with.
Yeah,
like, it's really hard to be in the public eye. It's really hard to be scrutinized on a daily basis. It's really hard to live out your personal life publicly. And I think she does it with a lot of grace and also manages to never seem like it's knocking her off her center. You know, or it's not tricking her out her position. Even when it's things that look like it was exactly happening to trick her out her position, she was like, and I'm still standing on my shit and y'all can get this music, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, she could call me to do anything and I'll do it. And the song, I love the song and I love that it means so much to her. It's like her song for her man right now. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I'll be on your song for your man.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, sing it to him, girl.
How did it come together? Like, did you showed her the hook? She plays the beat? Like,
no, she sent me the song and she was like, they were like, just do this.
Do your thing. She gave you a concept for this because I'm hearing Folded and I'm hearing Out the Window and then I hear the lyrics of I Just Want to Be Safe and I'm like, damn, girl, like you just nailing all of the ingredients, like the real ingredients, right?
They sent me the song. I'm not a person that would cap on and say I wrote something that I didn't. I didn't write that song. They sent it to me and they was like, we want you on it. And I was like, I resonate. Sounds great.
That's what I'm saying. But you can feel the
you can feel it. You can super feel it. And really it was sent with the note of like, this is how she really feels right now in life. So it's important and she wants to do it with somebody that she actually like has a connection with. And you know, even in a friend wise, feels safe to do a song like this with.
Sure.
So
amazing performance on that record.
Thank you.
Amazing performance. How about the video? The video, you know.
The video was so hilarious. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's supposed to be so serious, but I was cracking up. Did y'all see my girl acting?
Yeah, for sure.
She was acting. They had to kill my girl. They had to shoot my girl down on that ground with the pregnant belly. And you know what's crazy? I've now been in 2 pregnant Cardi B videos.
Both videos are
on the set. We were laughing because we were like, this happened to me last time, but last time I didn't find out until I was on the set of Ring.
Really? Oh, okay. That she
walks on to set and
like,
she's
hey,
pregnant as hell. And I was like, oh, hey baby, hi belly.
Right.
And then this time, you know, like there was rumors and then we had the rehearsal for the dance scene the night before. So like I saw her and I was like, period. And she was like, it's always you. It's always with you or something. Every time I see you, I'm pregnant. I'm like, right, girl. I probably got the pregnant magic.
That good. Those blessings.
The good belly jujus. Yeah,
for sure. All right, just a few more for you because I know you got to run. You got a busy night tonight. And I feel bad because you're using your voice. And I'm like, oh, God.
It's okay. I ain't got to sing no songs tonight. I just got to say thank you so much.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart.
For sure. Yeah. Just a couple more. I got some fan-generated questions. But before I go to those, I want to talk about this up-and-coming rising star, Kari.
Yeah.
Who you got a record with. And you talk about that Bay Area sound. Yeah. And y'all really did it with this, you know, it's got that Tell Me When to Go E40 flip. What can you tell me about designing this song with him?
You know what's cool about Kari's kind of having to carve himself out the way I had to. Like Kari's not, there's no other Kari song besides the one that we did that sounds like you could play this and know he's from the Bay Area.
Right.
You know, and to me, as much as people want to say that people in the Bay might want to say that that's a different conversation, I feel like it only opens up how people get to come experience us and love us.
Yeah.
There's also so much like alternative music. There's just so much cool music coming out the Bay and we get a little like hyper hyphy.
Right.
Which like, you know, I'm all for it. But like there's also so many experiences. He has his own experience from his own culture, from his own part of the Bay Area that he gets to express in his music.
Right.
And he went about it this really cool way by really zoning in on like how to capture attention on this like TikTok. I saw Kari because I was seeing these really cool videos of this like slowed down, like chopped and screwed version of his songs. And like with these cool little Bay Area like visualizers of like him riding through San Francisco. And I was like, what is this? This is so cool.
It's a vibe right here.
Yeah, and then come to find out he's from the city. And I was like, oh, hey little brother, what the heck? And when he wanted to do this, it was really cool to me because you can't imagine how many times I have been sent
that sample
a terrible
version of
flip of tell me when to go. Because everybody's like, you're the Oakland girl, right? Let's flip, tell me when to go. And I'm like, man, we can't rip this song like this.
You gotta do it justice. You gotta do it justice.
So when he approached me with this one, and I heard his verse, and I heard the hook, and I was like, you know what, this still slap. Like, we didn't take the slap out. It didn't become hyper corny. Like, it makes sense. It feels good.
It feels good.
I'm happy to do it.
It's great. It's a great record, man. Love
I
it.
love
Shout
this
to
song.
Kari. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love the song too. It's called Go. And Run It Up, man. Playing it on the radio. It sounds great. And yeah, you sprinkled in that.
Yeah, I had to come in there and do a little bit of me, you know,
Yeah.
glide a little bit.
Yeah. You barring up, girl.
Yeah, a little bit.
You swagging
I had to slide a little bit.
Sliding on that.
Yeah.
All right, fan-generated questions. What could you not live without for 1 month?
What could I not
What's
live
something
without?
you couldn't live without?
For 1 month. Honestly, I might lose my mind if I don't go to the studio. Like, even when I, like, go on vacations.
It's like that?
Yeah. Like, even when I go on vacations, it's hard for me. Even my manager would tell you, you sit in the room right now, he'll tell you, like, I'd be like, okay, I start itching when I don't have something to create. Like something. The only time I cannot be in the studio for a month is if I'm on a tour. And that's because I'm also doing what I love
Obviously.
every single night. So that's a whole nother thing. But
Okay.
like, it sounds cliche to say, but like I get itchy.
If you're not creating.
Yeah,
and
if
you're
I'm not creating something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
probably that.
What is a recent purchase that you feel like you just spent way too much money on?
You gonna laugh, but I really don't be spending money like that.
Nah? You're smart with your money.
It's not even that I'm smart. I'm just really minimalistic by nature.
That's dope.
Like I spend money on like hobbies, like, and I get really hyper focusy about my hobbies.
Like experiences?
I start taking photos, and now I need the best camera.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I need the coolest, best camera that do all the stuff. Chances are I don't even know how to work the camera, but I'm gonna learn it.
I need one though. I need it. Then I need the lens.
I start surfing. I need my favorite surfboard that I saw. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but I'm not like a shopper. I don't really blow money like that. I don't really have
but your
no
style
crazy
always
chains.
so on point. Like, yeah, no.
Well, you know, I like a little pieces here and there, but like I'm not the person that's gonna go and be like this one of one vintage, you know, $50,000. I'll be like, girl, you got it.
You can keep that.
Somebody who really loves things like that can have it. Do I look good? Cute. Like this might be from Zara and y'all don't even know. And if y'all don't know, then why do I gotta tell y'all? Like, why do I gotta be ashamed? I don't care.
That's why we love Kehlani.
Yeah, let's
Relatable.
keep it real.
Relatable.
Yeah.
What is something that makes you feel instantly better when you're having a bad day?
Ooh, Girlfriends. The show.
The show Girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like My Girlfriends.
That too,
No,
but
I know.
the show The Girlfriend. What are some of your favorite shows? I'm not up on Girlfriend. I don't know. I haven't.
What?
Yeah. Do I need to be? Yeah?
You know, it's
Facts?
a little
Yeah.
like maybe external to your demographic. I don't know
Maybe.
what shows you watch, but like Girlfriends is the only show that it's when I'm going through anything and I have anxiety, I just started from the beginning.
Damn. Oh,
Literally,
okay,
literally.
It's like that.
And you know what? It's like it don't get too crazy. The crazy is very like what any like 20-something, 30-something-year-old woman living in LA just growing through things with her friend group is
Newer
gonna go
version
through.
of like Sex in the City or something like that.
Yeah, but like black.
Yeah, okay. Talk about it. Okay.
Yeah, like Sex and the City was very far out to me. That was very like New York, old middle-aged white woman. Like I didn't get it.
This
you know
is
what I
more
mean? Like
relatable.
that's very foreign to me. Like I didn't grow up nothing like that. So like Girlfriends is like really how my mom and my aunties and my cousins and my everybody. That's really what it felt like.
Dope.
So and there's like even the mess is like it's funny and cute. Like it was real things that people go through. So and they're just a cute friend group and there's some representation for everybody.
I heard that.
You know, you got the crazy messy friend. You got the friend they can't get together with their man. You got the like little OCD. My job is stressing me out friend. You got the just pure comedic relief friend.
Some
like,
of everything in
right,
there.
it's perfect. I just will start it and shut up and eat something and just watch Girlfriends.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. Some of the best advice you ever got was?
Some of the best advice I ever got was and I have a hard time listening to this, but don't argue with the fool because the onlooker doesn't know the difference. And that stops me a lot from, snapping back publicly when I want to, crash out.
Yeah.
Or engaging with anything that looks like that because, people who are observing this conversation, we both just look crazy.
That's how it is, huh? Smart.
You know,
Smart. You got to have that self-discipline.
It's hard as hell.
I know it's hard.
So hard, y'all. I want to black every day. I want to say something
Crash
every
out.
day, y'all. People have a little special affinity for having me messed up. So it's like they be having think pieces about me, and I be wanting to be like, wow, did you know actually none of this is accurate? Like, nah, you just made this up, and y'all just rolling with it.
Right.
And when did this even get birthed? When did this conversation even start? So, yeah.
Too good. I love seeing you on that Kai Cenat stream. It was
fun.
You did your thing. You did your thing. It was dope to see you on there. And I'm just so happy for you. I'm happy for you and the team. Folded is going crazy. Out the Window is out now. Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
So we got, that's
and the Out the Window video drop next week. I don't know when this is.
Yeah.
Is
no,
this
that's
coming on today?
We'll drop this before then. So
yeah, okay. Well, Out the Window coming very soon, and I'm really proud of this video.
Yeah, what can you tell us about it? A little peek into...
I can tell you I got a sinus infection from singing in the rain.
Damn.
I'm dancing in the rain.
Oh, okay. You're dancing in the rain.
You know what? I'm proud to say that because everybody's whole thing was as soon as they heard the song, I want to see her outside dancing in the rain. And I got out there in that rain and I danced for y'all.
That's right.
And it was always a dream of mine to hit my little step up moment. So
yeah.
I got off.
She did it.
Yeah.
Kehlani, thank you for coming by.
Thank you for
having me. I love you. You're the sweetest.
I love you too. I'll be back with another one soon.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to get that Grammy speech ready. Get that thing ready.
Yeah.
If
God wills it, it will be.
That's right. Kehlani's here. Just Incredible's Liftoff Show on Power 106.
Bye, y'all.